Things first, I want to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akarkodash. And we say, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akarkodash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders of Great Millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. This is going to be a quick lesson. I've been wanting to do this lesson for a while. I'm trying something new, so I'm trying this little camera. This holds the phone and try to record. I don't do too many books, but I figured I'll try to do it with this one. But Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson. Lord willing, everything goes good. I'm gonna try to hold it as best as I can, and try to film this. So let's jump right into it. This is the title of the video. Let me pull this up in the YouTube so I can see the comments, because I won't be able to see the comments on here or answer them back quicker than I can up here. All right, here we go. As you see, the title of the video today is going to be Israelites, or blacks, which is, we're Israelites, but, so Jake, that's not in the know, can look into it, Lord willing, if they want to go into it. But the title is Israelites on UFOs, or Israelites in UFOs, Encounters Commentary, okay? And I'm pulling it up here. Give me 1 second. All right. Pull up the live box. And I'm pulling it up here. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go. All right. Pull up the live. Okay. All right, as you see here, this is Encounters. This is just a book. We filter everything through the scriptures. So I've had this book for a little bit. I found out about this book probably a few early years in the truth, when you start looking for different things. But this book goes into a lady that she goes into people like regressing. I think that's what they call it, or something like that. But it's pretty much, I think in the spirit, this is a vision. So this is the title of the book, Encounters. But the main thing, if you've seen this before on YouTube, I think, I forget the guy's name, but he did go into this actual book. But he touched it. That's why I really heard about this book. So I'm not the one that's bringing it out. But there's just a few things that I wanted to filter through, because we have a lot of UFO sightings going on right now. We have a lot of chariots. The subject is here because we're getting ready to witness these things, okay? We're getting ready to see so-called what they call UFOs. Here because we're getting ready to witness. Okay. We're getting ready to see these things in real life. We're getting ready to witness and take part, Lord willing, in this time. Just like when Moses was taken, when Moses set up the standard against the Egyptians, the Lord set up what? He took us out in a chariot, okay? He took us out in a chariot, said, what, a cloud by day and a fire by night, which was light. Okay, so these things are hand in hand with Israel. So the more we get built up, so it's only makes sense that the chariots come out more and more and make themselves known, because the Lord made himself known to the Egyptian army when we fled. Just like right now, we're fleeing Egypt in the spiritual sense, but we're going to flee out here physically. So these chariots are showing themselves hand in hand. So let's jump into it. In the title of the chapter I'm going to go into is called The Planters, which is spiritual in itself, okay? But I'm going to start off here because the lady that she's interviewing, she makes a point about this woman that, and everything is going to be filtered through the scriptures. I got precepts lined up, but this is just to prove, to show that, visions are happening, because it says what? Your men shall what? Prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, all right? So these are the things you got to anticipate, because we have visions of the future, all right? Things that are taking place that are being given from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right? Because he's pouring out his spirit. And this happened a long time ago. This is a longer time, but let's jump into it. It says, we're going to start right here. It says, Diana arrived. It says, Diana arrived early for our appointment. She is a beautiful woman, just over 40, petite, with curly, dark brown hair. This woman is a Latino, all right? She's Issachar. She would be Issachar, or one of the northern tribes, okay? And it says, Diana arrived early for our appointment. She is a beautiful woman, just over 40, petite, with curly brown hair. Now check this part. And sparkling brown eyes. Her flowing white cotton dress in brilliant blue beads That's going into stones, okay? Added to the general impression of her being special. She has had a cope with serious physical conditions since she was a child. The curses, because he said he's going to put different diseases that aren't written in the book. All right. She was diagnosed was having spinal muscular atrophy and genetic disease. Okay, but that's the main thing I want to touch on here, because we're gonna touch base on who is actually speaking here. Okay, this woman. So she goes through, and the lady starts pretty much, going into her vision, right, and trying to make her remember her vision, right. So let's go ahead and start right. We'll start right here at this page. Let's go. And it says, this is Dr. Friori. That's the lady's name that helped this woman remember this vision. Okay. It says, tell me everything that you were aware of. Okay. And look what she says. I feel afraid. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm in this light. What light is that? Because we know that the Lord said he's going to call us up. And what did Elijah, the scripture with Elijah and Elisha, says a cloud separated them. Just like Yahushua when he was taken up in a cloud, a light. That's why where Esau gets that light from, that beam, the tractor beam, okay? It says, I feel afraid. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm in this light, and I can't see out of the light. I don't see around me. Long pause. Now I see, okay. There has been a gap somewhere, because now I'm walking in a large ship. See, I'm walking in a large ship. All right, let's keep going. And I'm going to filter all these precepts in. This is a beautiful, I think this is more like a faith builder lesson, for those that want to encounter it. But just listen, this next part, check this out. It says these about, hold on, let me make sure I ain't skip. Yep, I'm walking in a large ship. And look what she says. These about 20 black people. See that? These about 20 black people. Why does she say black people? Because she's an Issacharite. Okay, but look what she says. About 20 black people sitting down in the ship on this almost like a bench. What are black people? She know we're gonna go deeper into it, but she knows what are these black people doing? Why is black people being seen in a ship, a so-called UFO, a chariot? Because why? You see what? It says, how are they dressed? Now, this is going to sign, seal, deliver to tell you these are Babylonian black people. These aren't just regular Negroes in the world, Hamites. These aren't some so-called Hamites or Philistines, okay? These are Jakes in America. Why do I say that? Listen close. These black people are dressed in Western American style. These black people are dressed in Western American style. Babylon. Where do you think Western American style comes from? America. They look very confused and disoriented. Now, this could be a vision of after the destruction or just a vision period, but it goes into it. It says these black people are dressed in Western American style. They look very confused and disoriented. And it says there's this man. Now I see him beside me, but he is tall. And what do we know the angels to be? Tall men. And it says, and I said to him, because Yahushua would say what? He was taller than all the rest. All right. It says, and this is what she asked. Why are all these black people here? Why are all these black people here? And he said, well, it says, Salakia, why all these black people here? And he said, well, these people were sent down into the most difficult of circumstances, like poor ghettos, for a very high service there. These are different souls, the elect. These are different souls. How are they different souls? I thought we was all the same. I thought we was all kumbaya. Everybody is everybody. No, that's saying that they're the elect. So let's go through it. Let's pull up this precept real quick. I'm doing I'm multitasking right here, but we're gonna make it work. This is the book of Ezekiel 3 in verse 17. And it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me. That's what these black people are sent to the ghettos for. What are they sent to the ghettos for? For what service? To warn the children of Israel, because that's where they would be in the last days. They would be under the curses from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they would be in the low housings, in the corners, okay, in the low level places of America. All right, so let's read this one more time. Why are these black people here? And he said, well, these people were sent. They were sent apocrypha, with the word apocrypha, sent away. The book apocrypha means sent away, hidden. Okay, just like the apostles were sent away. Okay, but it says these people were sent down into the most difficult of circumstances, like poor ghetto places, for a very high service there. These are different souls. Read it again. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou giveth him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked of his ways to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Okay, so that's the part of the service that these what they call the blacks that was sitting in that chariot, man. They's talking about it have to be the elect. It have to be the elect, man. Because what service is that? Why is what service has UFOs to do with the so-called planet Earth? What is this talking about? The only thing we can explain it is the scriptures. The only thing that justifies what these men were sent down to do is to warn the children of Israel, man, from the Lord, and bring Israel. What does it say? You have been ordained to bring Israel back again, man. All right. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 17. Let's go. And real quick. And it says, this is 1 Thessalonians 4 and 17. It says, I started 16. And it says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven in what? A mountain, a chariot. And the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with a voice of archangels, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain, those that are in these conditions, in these places, shall be caught up together. Why are we going to get caught up in what? In a so-called chariot, man. All right, verse 17 says, with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. So the Lord's coming to take us from this place and bring us into what? Rest. So let's read this, and then I'm gonna go through all the precepts. And it says, now, why are all these black people here? And he said, well, these people were sent down into the most difficult of circumstances, like poor ghetto places, for a very high service. These are different souls. All right, let's keep going down. And then she gets into different parts. I'm just going to hit the main points. You can, if you want to get the book, definitely, you know, it's a good read. But like it says, you know, there's bones in here. So you pick out the bones. And this is the next part. It says, he says, the body is not important as the spirit. Let's go up. Man, I want to get a set of tone real quick. It says, I don't know why. Now I've been here for a while. I don't know what happened. So I said to him, can you make my muscles grow? Can you help me get over this disease? Long pause. Now we are walking down this hallway. And then this is what the doctor says. How did he answer you? He said, why would a so-called, they say aliens, right? They say green men are in these ships. But look what she says. He said, the body is not important. What did Yahushua say? What did Yahushua tell his disciple? The what? The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. He says the body is not important as the spirit. Your spirit is already well, and your body will follow. And it says, and you're here. We're watching our children. That's all he says. We're watching our children. So what are these Jakes, these blacks doing in the ship if they're watching their children? They're telling you that ties hand in hand with the scriptures, man. Because Yahweh Shai is the what? The progenitor. He's a part of the patriotic blessing, man. Because the patriotic blessing goes Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. So it's a family bloodline. Just like Yahweh Shai was called up in a chariot and sitting at the right hand of the Father as an angel, he came down here in the flesh also. So we are their children, man. We're the children of Israel, the sons of God, man. All right, so let's keep going down. Now we're going to get into the good parts. And it says, let's go down. How do you feel when you hear that? Dinah. It says, he is so special. He is so wise. It says when he talks, it's very low and very soft and comforting. He touches you so nice. I don't have to be afraid of him. But the black people are a little afraid. Well, it says every knee shall bow, man. We're in the time where when we come up to this high level, it's going to be, the Lord is going to unlock a lot of secrets to us, man. And it says, but the black people are a little afraid. They're the first people I see. And they're up there, he said, to refresh their minds. To refresh their minds. I don't understand what he means, but they've been planted. Their souls have been planted in specific places of high need. What needs is that? Of the curses. Who needs more of the spirit than the Negro, Latino, Native American man? All right. Nobody on the planet Earth is in the condition that we're in right now. And the Lord's not worrying about these other nations. He's worrying about us. Let's keep going down. It says they're sitting here. The doctor even asks, even the doctor's like, what is she talking about these black people? Because she keeps asking about them. The doctor says, where are the black people? They're sitting, waiting to go into this room. Not the blue room, but there's another room. There's so many of us. It says there's so many of us. There's a lot of us up here. That's why the chariots are going to be able to take the 144,000 and the 1/3. All right. There's going to be plenty of room. And it says not the blue room, but there's another room. There's so many of us. There's a lot of us up here. This must be a huge ship. It says this must be a huge ship. So this is how we leaving, man. The Lord is getting ready to do great things, man. He's going to come down and take us in the midst of all of the nations, man. Let's keep going down. And it says, let's jump. It says, who are they? They call themselves the planners. They go to different, we going into bones here. It says planets and worlds to check up on their, so-called. But let's go down here. I'm only going to stick to the things that we can go through the scriptures. I'm not going into all that. But let's go. There's another section about the black people. All right, here we go. Check this out. And it says healing professions and physics, social workers, people who care. Those people who draw to try to change the negative forces that are of self-destruct cycle, sin, wickedness. The people who don't care about pollution, and don't care about natural way of the planet. That's why the Lord said he's going to destroy him that destroyeth the earth. The people who don't, and whose people is that? Esau, who's polluted the oceans, who's cut down the forest, who's put chemicals in the air, who's GMO'd the food, man. All right, we got to be serious about what's going on, man. There's an attack on planet Earth, an attack on us because we are Earth. Esau destroys the earth because he destroys us. Adam, the word Adam is Adama, which means from the ground, from the earth. It says these people who care about pollution, don't care about pollution and don't care about the natural way of the planet. And the others are waking up and they want to try to counter that, to save the planet. And we don't, it says the planet, so we don't destroy. It says, so we don't destroy it through some ignorance of the others. So he says to me that I need to pray for what is that? Circumcaution, communication. So I can pray for communication. There's a part in my brain. It says there's a part in my brain somewhere in the middle of my brain, your pineal gland. That's why the apostles tell us that the fluoride calcifies your pineal gland. All right. Why is they talking about the same thing, man? It says there's a part in my brain somewhere in the middle of my brain. It says somewhere in the middle of my brain that enables me to tune into different frequencies, the spirit. They're going into frequencies, but it's the spirit. Be careful how you use it. All right. Never think a negative thought towards another. It says for the thought is energy. So we're going into something else. But the main point, I think there's one more thing about Jake in here, and then we're gonna hit these scriptures real quick. Let's go. I think she touches right. They go into spiritual power and everything. But the main point is that, look, Jake, we're in these chariots, man. All right. This glory belongs unto us, man. That's why the Lord said he encampeth his angels around us, man. These are the things that, the visions are being seen. So more or less, that's why we've been given it through the spirit and power, Yahbashim Yahushua. We came through the straight gate. We didn't go through some kind of ulterior motive to learn these things. That's why it says what? The spirit teacheth us, man. And we know all things. We didn't have to read these books and do anything. This is just more proof. This is just proof that we are who we are, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with the Negro, Latino, and Native American man on the planet Earth, man. He's not dealing with anything else. And these chariots are set to save us from the destruction to come if we be a part of the elect. That's why we have to strive and hope, man. We have a great, that's why Elisha said it. Those that would be with us is more than be with them, man. Esau can't manipulate the elements. They can't do things like these chariots can, man. Okay? So let's go into these precepts. This is the book of Acts 1 and verse 9. This is Acts 1 and verse 9. And it says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. See? So these things have been all through the scriptures. And we're tying it back now to show that we are what? Those that are promised for salvation. So what was he called up in that cloud? It was a chariot, or what you call a so-called UFO, man. That's more proof that the men that was in these scriptures getting called up were Jake's. Because it just said there we're watching over our children, man. All right. So being what is it called? Abducted. It's been going on for a long time, man. A long time. You got what's the man Salaki in the Old Testament? Man, he was called up. He didn't taste death. Man, his name escapes me. But let's keep reading. I'll think of it, Lord willing, it'll come to me in the spirit. And it says, verse 9, it says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Thawada, Enoch. So what you call abductions have been taking place for a long time. Hey, Thawada to you, Akim, Yabashim Yashar, Brakatham to you. So it's been happening for a long time. This ain't the first time it's been happening. It's not going to be the last. There's going to be a great deliverance that's set. The world is going to witness us be called up. And it says there was a great light. So it's going to shine bright in the sky. We're not just going to be taken up and nobody see it. There's going to be bright lights shining in the sky, taking up the elect, man. All right. It says, and while they looked up, it says, and while they looked steadfast towards heaven, as he went up, behold, the two men stood by them in white apparel. All right, those are angels, man. Those are the God. Those are the ministers. Just like when Yahushua was tempted in the wilderness, who came and ministered to him? Angels, man. So angels can appear to you like that, man. They can appear to you like in an instant. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 52, and it says. Salaki, right here. It says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, in the last trump, for the trump shall sound, and the dead shall rise incorruptible, and we shall be changed. So what do you think is going to call us up in these chariots, man? That's going to be the voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And we're going to be instantly changed. So these things are well known, but it's telling you in this book, the encounters, all right, it's telling you in this encounter book that there's Jakes up there, man. What are them Jakes doing up there? What are them Negroes doing in a ship? But Esau won't tell you that. He won't tell you that because that'll give us glory, man. That'll give us glory beyond what he can control. That's why the time that's at now, why this information is coming out, because we're getting ready to see this. We're getting ready to witness this. This is going to take place. That's why it says men's hearts shall fail. When they see a chariot come out the sky, it's over with, man. All lies shall be swallowed up. Victory, man. Victory comes with the salvation of Yasher Allah, man. The earth shall be refreshed when we're refreshed. That's the beautiful part about it. Esau is a villain. He don't want the earth to be refreshed. He wants to kill the earth and himself. And it says, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So this is the change that Esau read that. Why do you think he's trying to make himself live forever through what? Technology. Where did he get living forever? He got this from the scriptures, because the promise of Jacob is that he's going to be immortal, to never die, man. Death will be swallowed up. Nothing's going to be able to harm us, man. This is what Esau's trying to stop. He's not worried about no damn money. He's not worried about the planet Earth. He's worrying about stopping the Negro, Latino, Native American getting their blessing, man. That's what he wants to stop. That's Esau's main goal. It's to stop you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans from receiving your power, man, and receiving your blessing, which is the earth itself and many other things, man. Like I said, the Lord got a cake baked. This is Galatians 2 and verse 26. And it says, verse 26, Salaki, let me go up. It says, for ye are all the children of the most, it says, for ye are all the children of Yahweh by faith in Yahushua Mashiach. This is what proves that the planner said we're watching over our children, right? I'll pull it right back up. Right here. Right here. Let's look what they said right here. It says, he says the body is not important as the spirit. Your spirit is already well, and your body will follow. And you're here. We're watching our children. That's all he says. We're watching our children. All right. Verse 26. And it says, for ye are all the children of Yahweh by faith in Yahushua Mashiach. For as many, it says, for as many of you as have been baptized into the Mashiach have put on the Mashiach. So we've put on the spirit of Yahushua, man. That's why it says, I will be with you unto the ends of the earth. He's here with us, man, in the spirit. And he's going to be with us. He sees everything. He sees all the videos, all the sit downs, all the turmoil, all the back and forth. He knows who Vocab is. He knows who Johanna is. All of us. That's why the angels said, those demons told the vagabond Jews, they say, Paul we know, Yahweh Shai we know, but who are thee? So these angels and spirits are well aware of what's going on. The Yahweh Shai himself is here with us, man. That's what gives us the spirit to do these lessons and to do the work, man. Go out there on the highways and byways, man. We're special. It's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We're getting ready to raise up to a level that has never been seen before, man. I know I say it all the time, but this is what's coming. It's here. We ain't saying it is coming. It's here. The time of our change is at hand, man. The time of our change is at hand. You're getting ready to witness Jakes with superhuman abilities, man. We're going to exalt Yahweh Shem Yahushua on a high level on the planet Earth. The earth is primed for miracles, man. Miracles need to come. Look at the desperation out there, man. Look at the lack of hope, the lack of faith, the wickedness. The Lord said a false balance is an abomination. So if wickedness is rising up, what's getting ready to rise up too? Righteousness, man. You think righteousness is just gonna stay at a simmer while evil is percolating? You got men making out. You got men making naked videos, man. Sodomitic ways are on an all-time high. They're attacking the body, man. They're putting things out here that we don't even know what it is. So miracles are set to happen, man. They're inevitable because the Lord is not a liar, man. Because he said a false abomination, a false balance is abomination. So if there's a lot of wickedness, guess what's getting ready to happen? A lot of righteousness, man. Through the spirit and power, Yahbashim Yahushai. That's what you got to feel, man. If you don't believe that, then it's gonna get scary out here for you. If your faith ain't locked into seeing things that are gonna blow your mind, then you read, man. You ain't in it, man. This is the greatest time to be alive right now. Yahbashim Yahushai chose your spirit to witness the coming of his son, man. Angels desire to see what we see on the planet Earth right now, man. That's why those that watch these videos for entertainment and games, you're not in the right spirit, man. This is Psalms 82 and verse 6. And it reads, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. All of you are children of the Most High. Read it one more time. I'm going to bring it up again. This is the commentary to this book. So, you know, it ain't no games, man. One more time. What the book say? He says the body is not important as the spirit. Your spirit is already well and your body will follow. And you're here. We're watching our children. That's all he says. We're watching our children. Psalms 82 and verse, let's start up. We'll start at 6. We'll read 5. It says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. So those that don't believe this truth, you're in darkness. He that wandereth out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. And it says they walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O Most High, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. What is that? Because we're going to be mingled among these nations. That's why Revelation says what? Who were these? And what did John say? Thou knowest. He didn't know. He didn't know who they was. They looked like other nations. He didn't know. But it says what? We're going to be purified, man. We're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. Yahbashim Yahushai is going to restore us, and he wanted that way. Like it says, you got brothers putting, we got the Romans come. The Romans are coming. It's a beautiful thing because the Lord is sending the Romans. Because what did Yahushua say? He says, it says what? I will not put. He will not put on you what you can't understand or what you can't handle. So if the Father's sending these Romans at us, that means we're ready for them. The Father wouldn't send them before the time needed, man. So prophecy is here, and now it's time for the Romans and Jacob's trouble because Israel is ready, man. The Lord wouldn't bring Jacob's trouble if Israel wasn't ready. The Lord will not put on you more than you can handle, man. So the times we come into, we're ready for it, man. We might not know why and how we're ready, but the Father knows, man. Just like a good chef, just like a good cook, he can taste it and know the food is almost done. He knows it's done, man. It's by what? Experience. The Father knows us more than ourselves, man. So he knows that you Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans on the four corners of the planet Earth are ready for Jacob's trouble. That should be an honor to us to know that we've been built up through the spirit and power of Yahbashim Yahushai to be ready for Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is for those that lack faith, man. But for those that have faith, Jacob's trouble is a sign to show us that we're ready, man. He wouldn't put it on us if we were not ready yet, man. So Lord willing, I can do that lesson. Lord willing, tomorrow, to try to put some precepts for it together. But we're ready, man. Let's jump back into this. This is Isaiah 43. This is the book of Isaiah 43 and verse 6. This is Isaiah 43 and verse 6. And it says, I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the ends of the earth, even every one that is called by my name, for I have created him. For my glory, I have formed him. Yea, I have made him. So you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you were created for the spirit and power, Yahbashim Yahushua. We were here to glorify him. We're his weapon, man. We don't even know what we are, man, because we too busy concentrated on sin. We were immature. We were spiritually immature, man. But now we're getting the fullness. That's why Yahushua unlocked the seals. Now we know what the Father has as purpose for us. We're created for the glorification of the Father, man. Is that not humbling? The Father don't need glorification, but he said he created us to glorify him, man. We're his creation, man. All right, this is Isaiah 60 and verse 4, and I'm going to close on out. I think the point's been hit. This is Isaiah 60 and verse 4. And it reads, it says, lift up thine eyes round about and see all that gather themselves together. They come to thee. It says, thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. You know how big the sea is? You know how deep the oceans are? The Father said he's going to convert the forces of that unto us, man. That means the wealth of everything you see out here, man, is going to be given unto us. That's a heavy blessing, man. So we are the sons of Yahbashim Yahushua, and we're getting ready to receive our glory, man. We're getting ready to be crowned with Yahushua, man. This is beautiful. This is the most beautiful time to be alive, man. No matter what Esau comes, no matter what Esau do, what Esau can't dance, man. He can't dance, man. Remember that. Remember the guy that can't dance. He has no rhythm. No matter how high he gets up, no matter what he does, he don't have rhythm. And that's spiritual because he can't move, man. The Lord propped him up. So when the Lord let him go, what he gonna do, man? Stumble, fall, slip. That's why the Lord said, you have been a golden cup in mine hand. This is Romans 12 and verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. So we're in that time, man. Lord is getting ready to raise us up. And I hope, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. And if you want to pick it up, it's a good read. I only got it for that, that page right there. I ain't read nothing else in this book. This is the only thing I got highlighted, and that was it. So I had it just to read for myself. But those that haven't read this, I just wanted to bring it out and say, hey, take comfort, man. There's more proof carnally, spiritually, that we are the children of Israel. And we're getting ready to inherit something that has never been witnessed before, man. Chariots will deliver us out of the hands of our captor, man. And Yahushua will take his vengeance on a big level, man. So just keep faith, keep fighting, keep praying, stay up. Don't worry about all these mandatory. The Lord is bringing it. So don't be feared, man. The Lord is bringing the lockdown. The Lord is bringing the vax. The Lord is bringing it. Why? Because it's time to try those on the planet Earth. It says every man shall enter on that scale, man. Every man shall enter in that scale. So every one of us got to be tried. So understand that the Lord is doing this because he has to try those that aren't going to make weight, man. All right. So this ain't a bad time. This is a beautiful time, because if you know who's running the show, then what are you scared for? If you pray to the Lord and ask him for mercy and forgiveness, and you pray to him, who you think is rushing this? All right. So Yahbashim Yahushua is bringing Jacob's trouble and bringing these things to pass because we're ready for him, man. Our spirit is ready, man. You might not know you're ready, but the Lord does. All right. Just like in a fruit, when a fruit is ripe, that's when it's ready to be harvested, man. So just like the Lord said, the angels are the harvesters. All right. And we're at the end of the world. So the what does it say? The harvest is ready, man. And the Most High is the one that giveth the increase. So he knows when when the fruit is ready to harvest at its best, man. So these times that's coming, we coming to the time of harvest. All right. So Lord willing, this was edifying lesson. With that, I want to say all praise unto Yah Bashim Yah Shai, Bashim Akar Dash. We say call Haloyim Yah Bashim Yah Shai. Until the next time, keep faith, keep fighting, hold on to it. We almost there. And Lord willing, this was edifying lesson, and to just, uplift your spirits and know and take pride, man. Esau can't take you from that ship. Ain't no missile gonna bring it down. Ain't no gun gonna get you. They can shoot at you all they want. They can do all they want. It says no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor to Yah Bashim Yah Shai, Bashim Akar Dash. Until the next time, I say keep faith. Shalom.